To use the exfoliating mineral facial polish, you have a few different options. You can use any of our reusable jars if you would like to. I have right here, this is a Mending Manuka Honey jar that I've cleaned out. You could also use a teacup. You can use a small saucer or a plate. You can also mix it in your hand. However, some people have said that that's pretty messy and they don't enjoy mixing their product that way. Today, I'm going to mix the product. I'm going to mix it on the little saucer plate. So to begin, you want to go ahead and make sure that you're using a clean tool to dispense your 1 teaspoon of the exfoliating mineral facial polish, using just a spoon here. A little goes a long way, and the amount that we recommend is to cover the décolleté, throat, and the face. You can mix the product using either water or a carrier oil. I like to use the Makeup Dirt and Cleansing Oil. First, I'm going to use water. You're going to dispense about 1 teaspoon of water. It's about equal parts. You can mix with the spoon, but my preference, I like to mix with a natural brush, fan brush. The product will begin to thicken, and it becomes like almost like an airy mousse-like product. You can see it has some body to it. And now it's ready to apply. So I always suggest to dispense your exfoliating mineral facial polish with a clean spoon or, dispensing tool. You can use a measuring spoon if you like. Dispense about 1 teaspoon of the product. It may seem like a lot, but we suggest using the product all over your décolleté, your throat, and your face. You can use either the Makeup Dirt and Cleansing Oil or the Repairing Facial Serum. Depends on which one that you would prefer to use. Today I'm going to use the Makeup Dirt and Cleansing Oil. And you're going to dispense about the same amount, another 1 teaspoon, directly to the powder. You can mix it using your spoon that you use to dispense it. I prefer to use a natural bristled fan brush. And then the products will come together. When you're using it with oil, it actually comes up more like a paste than an airy mousse if you're using it with water. There you go. So for this demonstration, I'm going to apply the exfoliating mineral facial polish, and I'm using it with the Makeup Dirt and Cleansing Oil. Before you use the exfoliating mineral facial polish, it will glide better on the skin if you just slightly dampen the skin. So I'll just get my fingertips just a little bit wet and just bring a little bit of water to the skin. Don't skip on your throat or your décolleté. Exfoliating in these areas can increase the circulation there. It'll help boost and brighten the appearance of the skin. I like to apply it with the fan brush, but if you'd like, you could also apply it directly to the skin using it as a paste. And then you're just going to use gentle circles, small circular motions in upward and outward motions for about 30 seconds on all areas of the face. It smells wonderful, slightly piney, sweet. On the throat, it's much easier to exfoliate in upward and outward motions. On the décolleté, you can use those small circles. Dispense more product as needed. Be sure not to grind or press the exfoliate into your skin too much. You don't want to cause any micro tears to the skin that could end up leading to infections or future breakouts. It should feel slightly gritty, but it shouldn't have any type of stinging or burning. It's very gentle. The lentils are pretty soft. Feels really nice. And that's it. To remove the exfoliating mineral facial polish, cleanse off your hands pretty easy. You can use any soft facial washcloth. I like to use our reusable facial pads. And then you're just going to soak it Rinse and wring out as often as you need, and then you're removing the product in upward and outward strokes. Now, because the exfoliant can increase the circulation to your skin, you can see that I have some mild redness or mild erythema. It's just a little pinkness there. And that's actually a really good thing. If your skin is starting to lose some collagen and elastin, brace the skin before you use any pressing motions to pull it off. You don't want to pull or stretch the skin any more than what it needs to be. And that's it. Follow with the rosemary toner if it's in your routine, and then the repairing facial serum or the petite grain moisturizer or the intense hydration cactus mist. After you exfoliate the skin, you want to make sure that you're sealing in some good moisture and hydration into the skin afterwards so you don't have any type of additional dryness or dehydration. So some of the common problems we get asked about for the exfoliating mineral facial polish: this is messy. Can we make this cleaner? And it can get messy because some people will try to mix it in their hand or mix it with water or mix it with the serum or some type of carrier oil. And it just can be an adjustment to having to kind of mix your own exfoliant. Can you use the exfoliating mineral facial polish as a mask? Yes. Please perform a patch test either under the jawline or below the ear. Apply a thin, even layer to the skin and rinse and remove before it dries. So some of the ways that you can incorrectly mix the exfoliating mineral facial polish are using too much water and not enough of the exfoliant, or not using enough water. It's the same thing. It's the opposite way with the oil. If you're using the carrier oil to mix the product, if you use too much oil and not enough exfoliant, or if you're using too much exfoliant and not enough oil. The exfoliating mineral facial polish should be mixed in equal parts exfoliant and water, or exfoliant and carrier oil. For those of you that would like a more intense exfoliant, I highly recommend using the exfoliating mineral facial polish and mixing it with the Mending Manuka Honey Mask and just a little bit of water. If it's a little bit too harsh for you, if you have ultra sensitive skin, I suggest that you mix the exfoliating mineral facial polish with a carrier oil, a little bit of water, and then allow the product to soak for about 5 to 10 minutes before you apply it to the skin.